Bryan, I'm gonna let you introduce this one because you sent it to me, and I know you got a lot to say. Sent me like 2 voice notes right away.
No,
you were feeling it. You were feeling it. So I want you to announce it, and we're gonna move from the lightweight division to the super lightweight division because a fight has been announced.
You're hyping it up.
A fight has been announced, you guys.
Okay, so look, last week we talked about how Regis Prograis, Arnold Barboza, how much we wanted to see that fight, and how they kind of need each other at this point in each other's career, because Regis Prograis needs like a really like high level challenger in his division, and Arnold Barboza needs a title shot because he's kind of deserved it at this point. But nope, Regis Prograis will be fighting against Danielito Zorrilla on June 17th in place of Liam Paro. He will be defending his WBC super lightweight title there. And well, I mean, there's a lot we can say, but I actually want to get to the bottom of like, okay, was there an offer? Who pulled out? Whatever the case may be, because something happened. They were talking to each other on Instagram. They being Arnold Barboza and Regis Prograis. We've had them both on the show. We'll reach back out, see if we can get some sort of comment on what fell through, or whether or not there was actually a negotiation if it got to that point. But Danielito Zorrilla is somebody who lost to Arnold Barboza last year, was pretty competitive in that fight, but clearly lost.
Barboza beat him, and you knew that he beat him. Like, that was an easy fight for Barboza, I thought.
Yeah. Like
going into it, though, people were doubting it, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people doubt Barboza, and he's still undefeated, so it is what it is. But ultimately, I would have much rather have seen that fight. This fight is, it's fine. I think Regis Prograis is going to have a nice homecoming fight, win by knockout, move on to a bigger challenge later this year, be it Jack Catterall, potentially Subriel Matias, which I would love.
Yeah.
Maybe they circle back to Arnold Barboza at some point. I don't know. But, a lot of the best 140 guys are at top rank right now. The best one is at Matchroom right now in Regis Prograis, and Subriel Matias is sort of lurking in the shadows. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go?
Hope so.
Right. So we'll see what happens. But ultimately, it's fine. Shout out to Danielito Zorrilla, fellow Puerto Rican, but not really, super excited for this, other than to see Regis Prograis again, because always want to see Regis Prograis fight. Think he's going to put on a show. It'll be great to see him in New Orleans again, but I want to see what happens next more so, because I feel like a bigger fight, this is a prelude to a bigger fight afterwards.
I think so, and I think it's a prelude to Regis fighting Jack Catterall, which is fine. Right?
Or Subriel if he signs with Matchroom. I think that's realistic.
If Subriel signs with Matchroom, that's a massive fight. That's a blockbuster fight, and hopefully it happens.
Especially for the nerds.
When I take a look at this fight, I'm like, Zorrilla is actually like, he's a good matchup. I'm actually more excited for this than Liam Paro. I'll give it that much. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe I'm sleeping on Liam Paro. I'm not. I just think, we're more used to seeing Zorrilla, and we know that he can give some good rounds. However, this is not the fight that I wanted. I wanted Regis Prograis and Arnold Barboza Jr. because, listen, Regis should be fighting the biggest names right now, right? Because he deserves to be on that platform where he's fighting these dudes. Because, like we've mentioned on this show, whether you agree with it or not, I know some people are going to lean towards their boy Josh Taylor, because there's a lot of Josh Taylor fans. There are a lot of European fans, but I'm just saying, a lot of people lean towards Josh Taylor. However, I think here in the States, consensus, a lot of us would ride with Regis to be the best. And I would agree with that. Like, I think Regis is the best 140 pounder. However, I think to be the best, you also got to fight the best. So let's see these fights, right? Like,
he tried to get Jose Ramirez, in fairness.
He did. He definitely did. So here's what I would like to see. I would like to see Regis fight Zorrilla, because it's going to happen either way. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to fight Jack Catterall or Subriel Matias, right? So that's a pathway he could go.
Or Arnold Barboza, if they could actually make that happen.
I don't think that fight's going to happen now after
Catterall's
all this
probably more likely.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure what happened is, because the argument is Arnold wanted a good number. And I don't think it was the camp thing, because Arnold said on his video, like, yo, you want me to be ready in 3 weeks? He's training every day. Mm. Like, this dude, like, if you look on his Instagram, he's like running at 5 a.m. Arnold don't even got to fight. Like, he's just staying ready right now, so he doesn't have to get ready. You know what I mean? And the best thing about that is, why don't we put him and Jose Ramirez together? The winner gets
the
winner of Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. Like, at this point, And that's a big fight. Like, Jose Ramirez, Arnold Barboza, both Cali dudes. They could do it at the StubHub Center outside. Like, that's a fight I would go to. That's a fight that I'd be like, yo, I'm going to this fight. Just because the vibes of it would be dope. And you're seeing two guys that are actually friends outside of boxing. Arnold said he's cool with Jose Ramirez. So Top Rank, make that fight happen. And they get the winner of Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, and everyone's happy. Right? Everyone's kind of happy. I mean, we want to see Regis get those fights. And if Subriel gets there, then we're even more happy. But this is something that I could be okay with because I think Arnold deserves a shot. And if he's not going to get it against Regis, which I think is a really good fight, then put him against Jose Ramirez. Because, like, I know Jose Ramirez wants that rematch against Josh Taylor.
Yeah. And this is exactly what we talked about last week, where I was saying, like, you could even make a tournament out of it where you just have Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor. Winner of that fights the winner of Jose Ramirez and Arnold Barboza. And you could even set up a little matchroom tournament where you have Regis and Jack Catterall, or Regis and I guess Danielito Zorrilla now. Jack Catterall has a fight coming up. Assuming he wins that in his comeback fight, Regis fights Jack Catterall. You could figure out how to get Subriel Matias in the mix. Like, you have all the top 140 pounders fighting each other. Rolly Romero has a title, even though he shouldn't. I guess he'll fight at some point. Maybe we'll figure out what he's going to do next, but I kind of don't give a shit because I don't think he earned that world title.
Yeah,
he looked like he was going to lose to Ismael Barroso, but I mean, I don't get it. But yeah, I think Regis Prograis, he'll win this fight. He'll win it. We'll do some betting on it, and he'll knock him out at some point. And or maybe not, maybe take it to the cars, but he'll absolutely.
No, I think Regis is knocking him out. Like,
probably
it's at home in New Orleans, and maybe that's why he wanted this fight too. Like, he knows he's gonna knock him out, and he's gonna knock out Zorrilla for sure. I don't know if we need to do betting for that, but we will, because like we do betting here on the show. We'll set you up with a good parlay that weekend, I guess. But I do want to mention one final thought going into this, Bryan, before we take off, because we said we were only going to do 15 minutes and we did a half hour.
Yeah, I know. And then you went on a couple rants and shit. I knew this was going to happen.
Because,
like, you were like, yo, 10 to 15. And then once we get you going, and then that's it.
Well, I was trying to defend Devin for a bit, because I think people are disrespecting him a little bit. And I think it's a little bit unfair. However, I just want to say, for this Arnold fight though, I hope they make Arnold and Jose Ramirez, because I think that's another big fight for boxing fans. And I think Arnold deserves a shot as well. And here's the thing. Let's just say, because there's so many ways this could go, right? Arnold and Jose could fight. Let's say Jose wins. Let's say Josh Taylor beats Teofimo Lopez. We got Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez rematch. Or let's say Arnold Barboza beats Jose Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez beats Josh Taylor. We know that Arnold Barboza Jr. and Teofimo Lopez have been trying to fight each other. Like, those are two really, really good fights.
According to Arnold Barboza, he's been trying to fight Teofimo Lopez. Not so sure about the other way around.
Yeah, well, we'll have to find that out.
Teofimo Lopez is also saying, in fairness, he's also saying that he's not long for Top Rank. Is basically what he's saying, in other words. So we'll see if that's actually true.
Could you imagine though if Teo goes to Matchroom and like Regis has Teofimo Lopez there? Could you imagine? I don't know if that's a fight that Teofimo Lopez wants, but I know, that's a fight Regis would definitely take. And here's the thing, like, people are like, yeah, I don't think Teo would want to do that. Teo's gotten into the ring with everybody though. Like, he has a good resume. You know what I mean? He has a good resume.
Look, he got Sandor Martin.
That's tougher fight.
Who's a tougher fight than Jose Pedraza, who we both really like up here. Like, Jose Pedraza is a credible challenger, former champion, multiple-time world champion. But when Sandor Martin was announced as the replacement, I was like, yo, this is a stylistically tougher fight. And I even toyed with the idea of him losing on the cars, which he almost did.
Yeah. I think that was another one where people were screaming robbery for Sandor Martin. I thought, you know what? I originally thought it was a draw, and then I was leaning towards Sandor Martin. I actually saw the fight again, and I thought Teofimo Lopez won. He won by a round.
I had him by 1 point because he did get knocked down in that fight.
Yeah.
So I had him by 1 point. But regardless, like, look, Regis Prograis versus Sandor Martin, I would have been fine with that coming off the Teofimo Lopez performance.
That's a tougher fight. I would love that fight. But yeah, this is what we got. But here at The Mandatory, we want to know your thoughts. How do you feel about Regis's new opponent? Are you happy about it? Are you going to have a party for it? Let us know. Drop some comments below. Also follow us at TheMandatory TKO. Subscribe to our show. If you're listening to this on the audio side, please leave a rate and review. Hit that 5-star real quick. And thanks so much for rocking with us. We'll be back with some more heat actually dropping this week, tomorrow probably, right, Bryan?
Yes, we have an interview coming out. If you follow us on Instagram, you know what's coming, and we're very excited about this guest. We'll leave it at that. They have a fight coming up, a big fight coming up, and yeah, we're very excited to talk to this person who I won't.
A legend.
Yeah. A former world champion, also, actually. Now that I think about it.
A legend in the game. Also has been in the octagon. Okay, I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to give it away too much. All right, but make sure to follow us. We'll catch up with you again soon. Make sure to drop some comments and yeah, let us know how you feel about everything that we talked about.
And be cool, man. Don't be out here saying reckless ass shit in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Just tranquilo, man. Chill.
Yeah. All right, we out.